repeated doubts have been asked again and again. I intend to show practically how we dealt with it. So regarding SCR, the issues faced in the SCR, we can go step by step. First thing is, suppose you are before you are departing the last port of call, before you enter ECA area. So what the kind of preparations that are required to do for the ECA before starting the SCR when the engine is in finish with engine state. So first thing is, you can see you should operate the valves manually. Open close give command for all the RTV valve, CBV valve, RBV valve and RSV valve. RTV, RSV, RBV and CBV. These valves please give manual open close command and ensure that valve deviation alarm is not coming when you operate from the MOP. This you can do only in the finish with engine state. And next thing is CPAT for all these valves. CPAT in the sense IP converter by Siemens. So CPAT please initialize and keep for all these valves, and apart from the urea dosing unit also CPAT is there, that also please do the initialization. And CPAT initialization for the dosing unit we will show practically also after this quick brief. And soot blower valves guys, that is another area where trouble is prone to happen, because what best can be done is, depending on the size of the reactor, you will have maybe 18 to 24. So you need to see whether mostly it will be in bad condition only, because wherever urea goes it just eats away. Please don't be surprised if the soot blower valve condition is like this. You have to, it's you can have the sealing company would have given you the sealing rings, overall kit, which you will have to replace the sealing rings. Here you can see spindle itself got wasted out here, and it will not be, if you will be lucky if you find these valves in good condition. And regarding the soot blower valves, after you overhaul it with whatever with your best for overhauling, you can manually energize the solenoid and see, checking the air bottle pressure whether it is dropping or not. In that way you can see whether the soot blower valve is able to hold it. If the air pressure is dropping, you can try to blank or something, but ensure that if you blank some valves, at least 90% of the soot blower is in use, because the problem is the membrane will get dirty and the NOx value may not come down if the membrane gets dirty. So that is why the maker will advise you not to blank many valves. And another thing is, urea nozzle you need to clean before. It's better if you keep it clean, if you clear it. And NOx sensor needs to be replaced every 3 months once. So just have a look whether you are doing. And heating unit, urea electric heating unit is there for initial warming up of the reactor. Just see in the manual mode also it is showing amperage, just for your reconfirmation. And okay, so why the heating unit, my suggestion will be, since before ECA entry you have to change over the system to LSMGO also. So that is also maybe about for 4 or 5 hours as per your Phobos calculator time. That time itself you can start the SCR, because it's going to take 3 hours for the SCR reactor to get warmed up. But please take care that we cannot run the SCR in VLSFO or something. Please contact the maker for that. Okay. And this is about the port preparation, which you can try to do. And okay, another thing what can be done is, suppose some of them have been telling that they are getting dosing enabling timed out alarm dosing enabling timeout alarm and flushing sequence timeout alarm. Most if you get these kind of alarms, try to restart MOP and try to carry out this DB tuning procedure of the no-knox panel, because I will show you the procedure also. I have the procedure, because what happens, the next sequence has to come automatically. If it is not coming, means there may be a possibility where the signal transmission is not happening properly. So if the signal transmission, for that only DB tuning they have told, the procedure is here for the DB tuning. If you can see in the no-knox panel, you need to attach the keyboard from our computer and attach to the no-knox panel or whatever is the maker, and go to system configuration where you have this DB tuning screen. If you carry out that, it requires username, password and all, and you can log in, and then once the DB tuning is completed, it will show like this. It will show like this, something like this. That means the signal transmission is okay. Signal transmission in the sense, why it is suggested to do this thing is, as you are well aware, MOP, it will decide how much urea dosing has to be done depending on the engine load and the NOx value. So MOP gives command to the no-NOx panel down below. My maker, this chip maker is no-NOx, so maybe as per your maker, but basic signal transmission is the same for all systems, which is why I am telling this. So MOP gives to the local panel how much urea dosing has to be done. From the local panel, the signal goes to the urea dosing unit positioner. The positioner which we will be showing you now. Basically, it's another IP converter where accordingly the positioner will operate the urea dosing well. Accordingly, the flow meter will located at the dosing unit. It will check the flow rate and it will give its output back to the local panel. And from the local panel, again it comes as a feedback to the MOP. Okay, this is how the signal transmission is happening. So in case if the flushing sequence timed out is coming or dosing enabling timed out, maybe if to eliminate the cause of signal transmission, I am suggesting for restarting of SCR MOP and the no-NOx panel and carry out DB tuning. Whatever I am trying to tell you here, guys, where the problems has been faced and maker has advised all these things. Okay, and the procedure for these things and all, if anybody wants, you can WhatsApp me. I have the procedure for maker may also give you according to your this thing. If somebody wants, I am telling, you can ping me in my WhatsApp number, in our channel WhatsApp number, for instruction for data collection. Instruction for data collection in the sense, if there is an issue faced in the SCR, the maker will ask you certain data, MOP export and PMI EDS data, where they will see the graph at why the system is tripping, at what sequence exactly it is tripping, and CPART manual. If you want, this is also not a detailed manual, but it is just an instruction. You know, this is one of these things which I am showing you for the urea dosing well. This CPART, this is a CPART manual, and what is anything needs to be inspected in the CPART. You can see here, if anything, these are all given by the makers. So these manuals I have in case if somebody wants. And okay, next thing is, what are all other things you people have asked? Dosing enabling and timed out. Dosing enabling timed out, guys. There are, as I told you before, flushing sequence timed out, dosing sequence timed, dosing enabling timed out. As I told you, try to eliminate if there is a signal. Try to find out if there is any issue in the signal transmission. And another thing is, if the urea dosing system is not working properly, then also this alarm will come. should work, it should initialize without any error. Initializing, when you see how we initialize, how to initialize, the steps are there in the manual, which I showed you in the paper also. If it is not initializing, if there are chances it may show you some errors also. You know, like there will be some error like this, something where in the display there will be some error coming. I'll show you. Okay, this is the, you can see here, initially there was some error 2, error 13, and the problem is, guys, these errors in the manual, they have not given any detailed description what is that error and how we can rectify. That is the main problem. So while initializing, there should not be any error. If the error is coming, means need to contact the maker, and there are certain settings which you can change, which I have shown in the video just after this thing. Using that, you need to try to eliminate that error. Even after changing the setting, if still the error you are not able to if it is still coming, means need to liaise with the maker. Okay, so this urea dosing unit is very important for the positioner is very important for because nothing much happens in the dosing valve as it is. Positioner only most probably will give trouble. So positioner initializing will be coming in the upcoming video, and yeah, this dosing enabling and this thing has been discussed now for restarting BB tuning, and okay. So now the next thing what is happening, people have asked this deviation alarms in the valve operation. The valves, as you know very well, it has to respond swiftly as per the MOP command. So what video we will be showing now is, if one of the valve, suppose RBV valve, in our case RBV valve, it took time for the valve to operate. So what we did was to change the position to manual and keep it at 97%, and once the RTV valve starts to open fully, you can give auto command, because once the RTV valve opens fully, the MOP will give command for the RBV valve to open also. So that time, I'm just telling this as an example. Maybe in your situation, any valve can have a time delay. There will be a time delay. Before that, the deviation, if it is more than 5%, there will be a chance of SCR tripping due to deviation alarm. So you can, I have shown in the video also how to manually keep at set the CPAT position at 97% and then keep it in auto. If it is 97%, it won't trip. The deviation is within 5% only. So once the RTV valve is ready, you can switch over to auto. So from automatically it will start to close. This is one thing. And okay, CBV valve, just take care, guys. The positioner may give some issue, and there will be a stopper bolt in the CBV valve. Please remove that before SCR operation. I will show you in that video also where is the bolt located, so that the bolt will not allow the valve to turn. So that is important. And the positioner, CBV valve positioner, that also we will show you. That is important. Usually nobody touches, but in case if there is a mismatch in the feedback, there will be a magnet, and the north south would have been displayed. There will be a small Allen key which you have to loose and then adjust. But these things are very precise. This thing, once if you adjust and set it, it should not change. So CBV valves, people have also asked, sir, this valve giving deviation alarm. Sorry, deviation alarm. Whether the problem lies with the valve, if it is free, physically it is okay by, if you can turn by hand with spanner, if it is able to operate and it is not getting stuck or something, or the valve is operating but feedback is wrong. I am telling the positioner need to be adjusted only if you doubt the feedback is wrong. But if actually there is a mechanical problem with the valve, then you have to, accordingly you need to. That's why in port also, if you do all these things, if you have issues with the valve, try to solve it in the port itself. Because that's why I told you valve operation, do command from the MOP, manual command, and see whether all valves are operating. Okay. And reducing agent concentration. Okay, this like you need to change the reducing. Some of them have asked reducing agent concentration is coming again and again. Please vary the concentration from 30% to 40%. Between this 10% you can play with, because our urea mostly we are using 40% aqueous urea solution. Initially it may be set at 40%, but if it is initially before starting SCR, try to set at 40%, but if it is giving alarm, slowly you can adjust within that 10-12% range. And okay, critical spares people have asked. My little experience I am telling. Critical spares, you can have one CPAT. The CPAT is common for RTV, RSV and RBV, whereas the CBV valve CPAT is different. So the CPAT, if you have one in your hand as a critical spare, flow meter, and of course knock sensor, and these three, and overall kit for the soot blower valves. So these things are coming to my mind. And anyway, urea nozzle you will have one, but nothing much happens to the nozzle basically. So this is what is coming to my mind for the critical spares. And okay guys, now we will show you the video of how to initialize the CPAT of the positioner of the dosing valve, and how we can set if any valve is making the system trip due to deviation alarm. We will be showing you now guys, down below. Since down below is noisy, we have filtered the noise, and I would have explained it. So just need to see that. Guys, this is the urea dosing unit where here you can see the pressure. If the soot blower valve is leaking, you cannot get about 5-6 bar. It won't be available here. So now I will show you how to initialize. This is the procedure where initialization procedure I am following as per the manual. First you have to unlock the unit. For that you go to page 19 and then give open command, and then once you unlock, then you can go to page 15. Otherwise you cannot scroll down 2 pages. Then after you give the initialization command, which is in page 15, you can now see the valve 2. Positioner will operate the valve, and while initialization, the valve will open fully and then close fully. This is what will be happening now. It will take some time guys. I have edited and made it short. This will take about 7-8 minutes, and timing is not fixed. Now it start to open. Now it's closed. So this is the flow meter guys, and the flow meter output will go to the SCR panel, no-knox SCR panel, which is our maker. And you have username and password for it, and using that you have to log in using a temporary keyboard. You can attach the keyboard USB at the back of the panel. If you open the panel door, there will be a provision for attaching the mouse. And again here I just wanted to tell in page 3, it is 25 is the fixed value depending on the valve area. Valve area will be available at the back of the positioner. Okay, and page 4 you can play between 5 to 15 for the dosing. This 7.5 we have kept for optimal dose. This is the RBV valve CPAT guys. Usually this is kept in auto. You can see in the screen auto position. If you can put it in manual,
Then if you keep it at 97%, suppose in case if this is not immediately responding because of the deviation alarm is coming, you can keep the position to 97%, and once RTV valve, reactor throttle valve, fully opens, then this will start to fully close. So the moment the RTV valve fully opens, this you can again put it in auto, which is what I am doing now. This is the CBV valve actuator stopper bolt, guys, which you need to remove before you start the SCR, otherwise valve won't turn.
Guys, I hope now we have seen the initialization of this valve positioner, and as per the maker, there are internal gearings inside between the positioner and the urea dosing valve, which the maker will strictly tell not to dismantle and all. Need to try to solve the issue by the positioner itself, because urea dosing valve, nothing much should happen. And I hope most of the doubts whatever people have asked, I have discussed. And basic idea of this video, guys, because people are repeatedly asking, sir, dosing enabling and flushing sequence, time route alarm and all is coming. The basic idea of the video is to ensure that if you try to somehow run the system, the vessel will escape from getting dispensation. That is the basic idea of the thing. Because if dispensation comes, you know very well what are all its side effects. Ultimately it comes on us only. Everybody will be behind to try to somehow run the system and get the